And we are back with the GSMC Wrestling Laureate podcast brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your favorite wrestling fan here, Eric Rodriguez, live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Here to talk about the greatest thing in the world, professional wrestling. We talk about all the action inside and outside of the ring, all the backstage curtain calls, rumors, dramas, and, wrestling fan conspiracy theories, which is the greatest. We talk about, superstar inactive statuses, injury updates, contract negotiations, extensions, and new signings and releases. We talk about AEW to WWE, Ring of Honor to TNA. We talk about New Japan Professional Wrestling to the GCW to Deathlock Professional Wrestling to Stardom. If it makes major news in the world of professional wrestling, we talk about it here on this show 1010%. So without further ado, go ahead and Superman punch that like and subscribe button to the show. Follow the show, follow the network, be participant inside the chat. Leave nothing but great thoughts. Tell Eric how handsome he is. I'm just kidding, no. But overall, just want to make sure you guys are having absolute fun inside the chat. And now we're going to talk about the best WWE finishers of all time, which is, drop your favorite finishers inside that chat if it did not make the list. Or if it did, be like, Eric, dude, you hit it, man. You nailed it. So without further ado, we have like I said, in terms of talking sports, in terms of talking list, you see this on ESPN, Fox Sports, Barstool Sports. In terms of talking list, guys, come on. It's subjective. Super subjective. It's my opinion, 1010%. I did not include submissions. I did not, because other than that, you would have saw sharpshooter. You would have saw maybe like a crippler crossface. Maybe I did not include tag team moves as well, like the death drop or the 3D from I did want to include the 3D so damn bad with Bubba Ray and Devon. I was like, dude, that was like one of the best finishers in the world. But ultimately, I kind of focus on some single finishers here. So, oh god, really? Okay, so in terms of uploading this, totally bonked this. So I guess we're starting with number one. I wanted to start from number 10, but hey, honestly, it's all... Actually, you know what? Oh, Uncle Eric just, figured out a new thing here. Okay, let's start with number 10. Obviously, you guys already saw my first two. Let's just, brain warp. I'm brainwashing you guys to ignore all you saw within the last 5 seconds. Not the last segment though, because Hulk Hogan's still a piece of crap. But within the last, I'm just kidding. No, moving on. All right, we got number 10. I got Sweet Chin music. Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. Shawn Michaels. When you saw him tuning up the band, it was absolutely over. It was over. It's Shawn Michaels, dude. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Nobody could ever kick out of the Sweet Chin music. Obviously, maybe, during WrestleMania, where you had Mike Tyson as a referee, and you had Stone Cold reverse the Sweet Chin music into a Stone Cold Stunner for that 1, 2, 3. It was because Shawn's back was hurt. That's why. At number 10, I got Sweet Chin music. At number 9, I have the Choke Slam. From Kane, The Undertaker. The Big Show's choke slam was okay. Damian Priest's South of Heavens is, it's all right. But Kane's choke slam was an absolute banger. I thought that was pretty badass. At number 9, I have the choke slam. But then again, you look at Joe Hendry too. I think the Showstopper, is that what it's called? I think it is. It's pretty cool. It works. Choke slam nonetheless. At number 8, I have the Sister Abigail. I'm a huge Bray Wyatt fan. I love The Fiend, and then you see Alexa Bliss use it as well. Sister Abigail, super badass. Kind of looks like an inverted Crossroads from Cody Rhodes. I do not have Crossroads on this list. But at number 8, one of the best wrestling finishers in WWE of all time has definitely got to be The Fiend's, Bray Wyatt's Sister Abigail. Because if you look at it, there's just so much... There's a personal factor to this finisher. There really is. Like, kisses him on the forehead and be like, look, I don't want to do this to you, but guess what? At the end of the day, I'm going to F your life up. And then, bam, you got that 1, 2, 3, and then, bam, boom, The Fiend wins. I love The Fiend. He's such a good guy. Number 7, I got the pedigree. Pedigree, Triple H. Triple H, obviously, on my Mount Rushmore professional wrestlers. You can disagree with me all you want. Triple H is the best wrestler of all time. Literally, if WWE had to give the keys to somebody who went from WWE to WCW, back to WWF, and then starting from that Intercontinental Championship run, King of the Ring, with China and DX, and then you somehow, some way, mosey on into, banging the boss's daughter. I'm just kidding. No, not Will Ospreay, not trademarking that remark, because I feel like Triple H, he paid his dues. He really honestly did, guys. Nothing to do with him being with Stephanie McMahon. It had anything to do with him being the CEO, COO, whatever you guys like to call him, of WWE. At number 7, one of the best finishers of all time has got to be the pedigree. Seth Rollins, he does it. It's all right. He did do, today is Monday, if you watch Monday Night Raw, he did turn in a spear from Jey Uso into a pedigree, which was pretty badass. So, I thought that was, pretty cool. Number 6, I got a Claymore. I love the Claymore. I got to be honest. I think that's pretty badass. Drew McIntyre goes into the corner. He's like, 3, 2, 1, and then bam, Claymore, bam, it's over. It's over, 1,010%. I'm a huge fan of, strikes. I wanted to put the Hidden Blade on here so damn bad, but I did not want to seem too I don't know. I did not want to seem like I was flirting with strikes the whole time. But at number 6, I got the Claymore. Number 5, I got the Gore, not the spear. I got the Gore. There was something different about the Gore from Rhyno, from ECW, TNA, WWE. This guy, his spear was different. It was just different. If you say the Gore is like a spear from Jey Uso, that's bull spit. Like Roman Reigns. No. Like Edge. No. Goldberg. No. The best spear ever performed by a wrestling superstar is Rhyno. The Gore. The Gore was an absolute. Oh God, it was badass. Bobby Lashley. And of course you have Moose as well. But the Gore just hit differently, dude. I'm sorry, but it did. Number 4, I got the Tombstone. Tombstone, The Undertaker, obviously, the pinning and be like, it was cool. It was cool. It was, it's a very iconic finisher. Like, when you think about all the WrestleManias, all the, what was he, 24-3 or something like that? It all had to do with him, with the Tombstone Piledriver. And Kane, too, used to use it as well. In AEW, I think they kind of use it as a universal move. Maybe that's an FU to WWE. Maybe, I'm not too sure. Maybe that's my wrestling fan conspiracy theories. To be like, oh, Tony Khan's turning into a sacred move in WWE held by the Undertaker, and then you use the Tombstone as oh, he kicks out at too. But I love the Tombstone. I thought that was pretty badass. You've seen the Undertaker win with it so many times. At number 4, I have the Tombstone. Number 3, I got Randy Orton's RKO. Randy Orton, out of nowhere, you cannot predict where this guy's coming from. You've seen the highlights of Seth Rollins trying to hit that stomp, and then throwing him up in the air, hitting him with that RKO, and then Evan Bourne hitting that shooting star press. Randy Orton gets up and hits him with that RKO. There's just something different about Randy Orton. Randy Orton, out of nowhere RKO, and it's just such an amazing, devastating move that I feel like it should be on the top 3. So at number 3, I got Randy Orton's RKO. At number 2, I got Stone Cold Steve Austin's Stone Cold Stunner. Obviously Kevin Owens uses it. It's good. It's good. But nothing defines the Attitude Era more than a Stone Cold Stunner from Vince McMahon. Stunner on McMahon, and then Vince McMahon goes down like this. Or when you hit a Stone Cold Stunner on The Rock, he hits it and then he explodes up into 5 feet in the air, and you're like, oh my God, is The Rock okay? The Stone Cold Stunner has got to be one of the best wrestling moves of all time, and it's so iconic because you have one of the most recognizable, the most beloved wrestling superstars during the Attitude Era. Obviously Stone Cold Steve Austin dealing with that neck injury. ultimately kind of plagued him, ultimately, crippled him from him participating within the Ruthless Aggression era. Obviously, I feel like maybe he could, he had at least maybe like 10 more years left in him before he actually retired. But overall, the Stone Cold Stunner, number 2 in my book. And you guys already know what it is. And like I said before, I brainwashed you guys. You guys did not know what came in at number 1. And, it's my opinion. From Eddie Guerrero, I love the Frog Splash from Eddie Guerrero. I thought it was really, really cool. Thought it was pretty badass. I don't feel like anybody else besides Eddie Guerrero hit that Frog Splash, and it was meant to be special. Like, I love Jay, love Jimmy. I love, Mercedes Moné. Like, yeah, that's cool and all. You idolize Eddie Guerrero. It was great. But there was nothing like a 5-star Frog Splash from Rob Van Dam. The number 1, I gotta be honest, the best finisher in the world has gotta be Rob Van Dam's 5-star Frog Splash. Like, you see it with Montez Ford with the, what is it, Above Heavens? I think it's South of Heavens? No, that's Damian Priest. Oh, I don't remember what it's called. But, it's cool, too, when Montez is really doing with the Frog Splash. I think that's pretty badass. From the Heavens. I think it's From the Heavens. And, he hits him. It's pretty cool because he goes down on him. He covers his abs, too. And it's cool because it depicts on that realism of professional wrestling. But there was nothing like a 5-star Frog Splash from Rob Van Dam. At number 1, the best finisher in wrestling WWE history, it's got to be the 5-star Frog Splash. Tell me what you think. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section how you guys feel, what your favorite wrestling finisher is of all time. We talked about the best, and now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. We're going to talk into the worst WWE finishers of all time. So grab your favorite snack, grab your favorite ice cold beverage. Join me here in about 25 seconds. So hey, do not go absolutely anywhere.